Hey, what's going on, sports cars fans? It's Ray from Philly here on this Friday night, July the 31st. It's the end of the month. I can't believe tomorrow's August already. And it's Friday night vintage cards. And I got a card that came in the mail in the past week, right over here. And it's for this set registry, the top 80 of the 80s by Mike Payne, which has now been expanded to the top 100 cards of the 80s by Mr. Mike Payne. And this here is my 46th card of the set. So I'm going to give you guys a close look at this card, and I'm also going to have a show announcement, a big show announcement for my other show that I do called Sports Card Talk that I do with my co-host Mike, This Baseball Card Life. We're really thrilled about the next show coming up. But first, let's get to this card over here. This guy really put like a gold, I've never seen gold foil wrapping like this. This is going to take like a saw. Well, I've never seen anything like this. Okay, it's the 1981 FLEER GRAIG Nettles Craig on the back, and it's a 1981 FLEER GRAIG Nettles Craig on back PSA 6 right over here. Now you might say, why did you get a card, for an 81 FLEER in a 6th grade? This card has a very low pop. So, and I've been looking for this card in like an 8, 9, or 10 for years. And this is the first card I've seen come up in any grade during that entire time. So I figured I'd just jump on it. It's a rare card. I would have liked to have gotten a 6, at least a 7, 8, or 9. But this is the first card I've seen come up ever. So it's a famous error card. And again, it's part of the top 100 of the 80s by Mike Payne. And GRAIG Nettles, I'm a huge fan of GRAIG Nettles. I grew up in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, and we were the first family in our street in the 70s to get cable TV. And one of the channels we used to get, I grew up in Philly, so I grew up a Phillies fan, but one of the channels we used to get was Channel 11 WPIX in New York. So some of you New Yorkers out there might remember that channel. So I used to watch a lot of the Yankees games in the late 70s, so I became a big Reggie Jackson fan, and this guy. And the 1978 World Series, you want to talk about spectacular plays at third base. Mike Schmidt's my all-time favorite third baseman, but this guy's a very close second to me. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because his numbers are really good and an outstanding fielder to boot. If you guys look at the 1970 World Series highlights with Brooks Robinson that made him famous, the 78 World Series made this guy famous. He made some unbelievable, awesome plays at third. I'm a huge GRAIG Nettles fan. So I'll flip the phone around to give you guys a closer look and read the excerpt of the book. But first, I'm going to give the show announcement that I have been waiting to announce for the past few weeks. This next guest, if you look at the shows, we've had like 10 episodes on Sports Card Talk. And we've had some cool guests on. We've had Bart, the PSA guy, a fellow YouTuber on. We've had Mike Payne on, the same guy that has written this article, and he's the editor back at Beckett Magazine, and he's written this article for the top 100 of the 80s. He's done this other book that you guys have seen that I'm known for, is the 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century by him, Mike Payne. So we've had him on. Well, this next guest, I'm really excited to add. Me and Mike are thrilled. We're going to be recording the show next Wednesday, August 5th. And hopefully within a day or two, we'll have it uploaded. But this next guest is an award-winning author, and he hosts a show that is on the radio airwaves up in the New England area and on Facebook every Wednesday night. It's called the Great American Sports Collectible Show. And some of the books he has written, first was the T206 collection. After that, he's written, I have this next book here, the 100 Greatest Baseball Autographs. He's written that one. He's also written this book that I have called the Cracker Jack Collection. Another fantastic book. He wrote the Legendary Lumber. I don't have that one. He's written this book that I have called An All-Stars Cardboard Memories, which you guys have seen me do that PSA set registry. His newest book is called Baseball and Bubblegum, the 1952 Topps Collection. And I'm talking about an award-winning author, Mr. Tom Zappola, who will be on the show with me and Mike that we're recording next Wednesday night. And soon after that, the show will be uploaded. So stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about all of his books he's written and the newest book, Baseball and Bubblegum, the 1952 Topps Collection. Should be a lot of fun. We're really thrilled to add this award-winning author and a great friend of mine, Tom Zappola, to the show on Sports Card Talk next week. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I'm going to flip the phone around and give you guys a closer look at my 46th card of the top 100 cards of the 80s by Mike Payne, the 81 FLEER, GRAIG Nettles. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. And first of all, I know this is a 6, but I really can't believe this is a 6. I mean, this is 50-50 centering all the way around. 81 FLEER, GRAIG Nettles with Craig on the back. So let me show you the error that is on the back, and there it is. It's spelled with a C. And like I said, this is a pretty famous error card. And you look at, like I said, look at some of his numbers, his home run totals every year. He started off his career with the Minnesota Twins, then went to the Indians, and then had a great career with the Yankees, and then later after that with the Padres. Averaged about 25 to 30 homers every year. He has over 300 homers, I know, in his career. I mean, I'm like, again, I'm a huge GRAIG Nettles fan. I think he was a great player, great player. So let's go on to the magazine over here to see this list. And I know that this card is ranked pretty high. And it is, I was right. It's ranked 33rd. So this card is ranked way up there. At number 33, the 1981 FLEER, GRAIG Nettles, 387A, era C Nettles on back. Nobody wants to look goofy while trying to make the all-important first impression and all, but FLEER did have a moment of lapsed competency when it spelled GRAIG Nettles' name as Craig with a C on the card back. Yes, it was corrected, but by then it had made industry headlines, and the C Nettles was all anyone wanted. So I'm trying to see what else I have. I do have all of those. I have everything on here except for, believe it or not, I don't have this Topps Pocket Rookie, and I'm working on getting that Topps Trade Will Thrill. Okay, so there you have it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight and checking out the show. Thanks again for all your likes and comments and your support. Don't forget, Sports Card Talk episode next week with Tom Zappola, who is, again, the author. Here's one of his books right here, An All-Star Cardboard Memories. But his newest book is Baseball and Bubblegum, the 1952 Topps Collection. Will be on with us next week. There you have it, guys. I appreciate all your likes and comments. Thanks again for watching. And remember what I always say, have fun with it. See you real soon.